Thanks for tuning in to the Realtor Moms podcast. We are Tasha and Jamie, full-time realtors in the FM and surrounding areas, and admittedly average moms. This is how we sell homes and try to keep our kids alive.
Today on the Realtor Moms podcast, we're talking about the FM area's home trends.
Yay!
It's some of the things that we see because we're in houses all the time.
All the time.
And we definitely see things that we wish had been done and we wish had not been done.
Yes.
But we've got this great opportunity as realtors, Tasha and I, to get to see what's really working and what seems to be popular in the FM area. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
So let's talk about some of the things we see. Tasha, what have you been seeing for home trends this year?
I have been seeing white everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Lots of white.
White cabinetry, white
Trim.
just trim, everything white. It's everywhere.
It is everywhere. How do you feel about it? I go kind of back and forth. I love how clean and crisp it looks. I also wonder if I could keep it clean.
Being moms,
Yeah.
there's a reason why there's not white in my house. I couldn't keep it clean. So it's beautiful. I would love it. Maybe that's my goal for my next house after my kids have left the nest.
Sure.
For me personally, but I do love it. I think it's beautiful. I have a new listing right now. White. Everything is white and it's
And I bet
beautiful.
the photos are gorgeous.
Photos are gorgeous. I love this house. But I know I could not keep it clean with my kids.
Right. And some people are excellent. Like one of my best friends is the cleanest person in the whole wide world. She keeps everything pristinely clean. So that would be a really great option for her. But yeah, I see a lot of white too.
Yes.
And relatively, when homes are listed up for sale, they generally do a really good job of keeping them clean.
Yes.
So,
well, with the white, I've also been seeing white everything, but with gold accents. So when you kind of take a look at the
soft
lighting,
gold accents,
soft
no brass.
brass, soft gold,
I really like that.
beautiful, just stunning.
I see sometimes too, even with white cabinets or with wood stained cabinets, whether they're dark or light or something in between, that contrast on the island.
Yes.
You see a lot of that?
Yes, I do.
And I think that's really cool. I think that's a great way to customize a space and to bring a little color into an otherwise maybe leaning towards sterile environment when things get too white. Either customize, and by that I mean maybe it's a stained island with white cabinets, or maybe it's a slate color or some other color on the wood, or else maybe even just a different countertop on the island.
I've been seeing quite a bit of that. People that do almost a high definition laminate on the outside countertops,
Sure, on the border.
But on the island is where they put that granite or quartz.
Yeah, because
So-
that's where their guests are sitting, or they're having dinner, or informal lunch, whatever.
Oh, subway tile. I've been seeing subway tile.
I was going to talk about tile too. So I've been seeing subway tile, but I feel like lately I've been seeing a lot more tiles with patterns.
Geometric patterns.
And I'm
yes.
really loving that too. Everything from the pattern right on the face of the tile, floral patterns, Moroccan abstract patterns, but also the installation in a pattern, like a herringbone or an off center or those kinds of things. I think tile has really been a popular update lately.
Well, the other area that I've been seeing those patterns is in flooring. What has come into style, I can't say in other areas of the U.S., but in the Fargo-Moorhead market, we have been seeing vinyl flooring with patterns in it. It's
oh my gosh,
beautiful.
The new sheet vinyls are my favorite thing for flooring. Maybe not, every single place everywhere, but they are so perfect in kitchens and baths and entries and foyers and sunrooms and those places where you might track in some water or, snow, God forbid snow.
Yes.
Or, anything. You come in with some muddy or wet boots or the dog spills a dish. These vinyl flooring materials are pretty
are stunning.
Yeah, and they're not like the old linoleums, right? Everybody thinks about it like that, but they're really beautiful. They can take on the look of tile. You almost have to bend down. Do you have to do this? Like I have to bend down in the house to feel it with my hands to see if it's actual tile with grout or if it's a sheet vinyl product.
Yes.
And the vinyl is waterproof and super durable and very affordable.
Correct.
So
The other item, if it's not vinyl, that I have been seeing is a switch to like a waterproof plank flooring that looks like wood or laminate. And it really, that is the next. Well, that's what I'm seeing is people, they want that durable, waterproof because, living in Fargo-Moorhead, waterproof is needed.
Right? Every season hits us with the opportunity for water. So, yeah, that LVP, that luxury vinyl plank tile.
Yes.
It's super cool. And it looks gorgeous.
I have it in my own house. I put it in after a dishwasher
I would love to have
mishap.
Oh,
and back door
right.
and the back door mishap.
Yes, right.
I've had a few house mishaps.
How about, so another thing I've been seeing, and one of my favorite things, is these outdoor extensions of living spaces. These really cool patios and pergolas and
she sheds.
Cheryl
she shed.
Yeah. These great spaces that continue outside of the home that just, at least 3 seasons out of the year we can use them and really take advantage of some of the beautiful weather that we do have here in the FM area. From spring to fall.
Yes.
Patios, pergolas, all of it. I love it.
Perfect. I actually just had a conversation with a client about this. Barn doors. Do I feel as if they're going out of style or not? Right. And I really sat and I thought about it, and I talked to a few people in the office. I think you were one of them. But I even had a conversation with a friend of mine on this. And really, I think in the Fargo-Moorhead area, we still have quite a few years left with barn doors being in style. I can't say that for other areas of the U.S.
Yeah, I think places that move a little faster.
They move faster, but because they took a while to kind of catch on here, I think that's going to be a while before it leaves.
I also think that there are more modern takes on the barn door. Like sometimes when Tasha says barn door, I'm speaking for you, but I think what we're saying is that style of
the
attachment onto the wall, not necessarily that it has to be made of barn wood and trimmed in steel.
Correct.
Maybe that style can, is
more of that rustic barn feel.
Sure, that one can kind of come and go, but the way that those doors are attached on the sliding hanging doors, you can do a more modern style of door, maybe with some windows on it or with some fogged glass or something, and still use that sort of sliding mechanism, and I think keep it really fresh and modern. Yes. If the rustic feel isn't your thing, yeah. And that way it makes it a little more timeless too. But in addition to, speaking of barn wood, shiplap. Shiplap has been very popular, even though it's like so not native to this area. You want to get down to what's behind our walls? Plaster. Lath.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't see anybody bringing lath back, but it's kind of not as attractive. Wallpaper too.
Wallpaper is making a comeback. That surprised me.
It's the new accent wall. Remember the accent walls? Yes. Like the one painted kind of dark red wall.
I had that in 2008.
Now we're seeing more sort of applications of the shiplap, the barnwood wallpaper, and I think it looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
It personalizes the space. I'm always up for that.
I also am seeing kind of more of a natural wood instead of some of those dark wood colors. I'm seeing kind of more like for flooring, some of that flooring options. Natural wood coloring is really coming back.
Totally. How about a little thing about bathrooms? Freestanding tubs are coming back. Like separate showers and tubs when you've got the space for it is just feels uber luxurious. And those freestanding tubs with the Roman tub fillers, I think have been really popular lately.
This excites Jamie to no end.
Doesn't everybody else have a clawfoot tub in their garage?
No?
Yeah, I really am enjoying the comeback of the freestanding tub.
So here's a question I have for you in terms of, gray toned walls. Do you still, how long do you see that kind of staying around the FM area? I mean, it's still super popular. Do you think that do you see this being something that we kind of grow out of in a timely fashion?
Well, I don't know. I think it's nice that when you have a neutral wall, whether it be a gray or a beige or a brown tone or a grayish, right? Something that kind of brings it all in together. I think you can let the personal things that you have in your home really pop. So you can do a neutral wall, a more neutral basic flooring color scheme, and then you can have that blue velvet sofa if you want, or those really wild Moroccan pillows, or Or maybe you just want a really calm feeling space, and it kind of adheres itself to any of those situations. Okay. Those are my thoughts. What do you think?
I think gray will stick around in this area for a while. Like I said, I think with the FM area, we are just maybe a year or two behind other areas in the U.S.
And I kind of like that.
I like that too, because you have time to kind of grow accustomed to the change, and decide whether you like it or not, and then
exactly
implement it.
Say. We can avoid the stuff that, oh my gosh, that's really cool. Oh, it's already out of style.
Yes.
Because it didn't quite get to the Midwest.
Yes. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Hey, I just painted my walls gray just this year, so
right on.
It took me a while.
There you go. Welcome to 2019.
Yes. Tasha's now in 2019. So,
another thing that I've really been liking to see is kind of an upgrade in laundry rooms. They're not just like a washer and a dryer pair in an empty spot in the basement. There are some really fancy laundry rooms coming around. Beautiful cabinetry, drying racks, integrated, ironing boards for anybody who still irons. There's some really beautiful laundry rooms.
Yes,
we've taken them out of the dungeon, which is awesome for moms.
Love it.
And dads, but a lot of moms who do laundry.
Vintage lighting. I've seen so much of the vintage lighting coming in, and they've been mixing it with modern styles, really contemporary looks, but then having this vintage touch to the room, and I think it's stunning.
I do too. It gives a space like a little bit of heritage almost, or a little bit of tradition.
Correct.
I like that. I'm not super keen on a whole lot of those Edison bulbs. I think they're cool, but they kind of give off a funky light. So, in small areas or in very designated areas, I really think they're beautiful. But like sometimes you walk into a house and it's just overwhelming with these orange toned Edison lights in it. You feel like you're in a tanning salon. At least with the lighting. But no, I totally agree. Vintage style light fixtures, or just the actual vintage ones that have been repurposed and brought up to code and put in these beautiful homes makes a space, kind of grounds it and gives it some heritage. I love that. Cool. Especially over a dining room table.
Yes. Or over the island.
Dining nooks, I think, have been a thing too, like a breakfast nook or a dining nook. I kind of like the new take on a dining room. It doesn't have to be an enormous fancy room that you only use 1 or 2 hours a day. It kind of can be a comfortable, smaller space where the family can sit together to eat. And yay. So those are some of our trends. Do you have any others?
Yeah, comment on our Facebook page if you have any questions.
Yes, please. We would love to hear your feedback.
And what other trends that you love and why you love it. Mm-hmm. We would love to hear that. But those are our trends that we see in the FM area. Yes. If you have any questions or want to talk about your real estate needs, feel free to comment and let Jamie and I know how we can help you.
You bet. Yeah, let us in. We'll tell you if your house is on trend and ready for sale in 2019 or in the future, or we're even pretty good at giving you some ideas on how to update the space that you have.
Yeah.
So
we have it. Yeah, we have an episode just on that too.
We do, how to love the home you're in, and some others. You have to look through our library of episodes. So thanks for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Replay or hear more episodes at RealtorMomsPodcast.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram with #RealtorMomsPodcast. This podcast is produced by Jamie R. Swenson and Tasha Barrett of Park Company Realtors, 28 North 10th Street, Fargo, North Dakota, 58102.